Welcome to our language exploration podcast. Today, we're delving into subtle nuances in polite English requests, specifically, do you mind? And would you mind? Dr. Stevens, could you shed some light on their usage?
Certainly, both phrases are structured to politely ask for permission or a favor. While they seem similar, would you mind often implies a slight degree more formality. It's like requesting a favor with an added layer of courtesy.
I see, so while both are polite, the context of usage leans differently. But how about the subtle distinctions in their responses, especially in a cultural context?
Great point. In Western cultures, the indirect nature of these requests requires understanding that a "no, I don't mind" is actually other than what it literally implies. It's a quirk that implies permission is granted.
That quirk can be tricky. Do we observe similar conversational patterns elsewhere, say, in Romance languages like French or Spanish?
Yes, similar patterns exist whereby indirect permission-based phrases require contextual understanding. It's a reminder of the rich tapestry of polite communication across languages.
Let's peel the layers back a bit. Dr. Stevens, how do you mind? And would you mind? Differ in formality and usage.
While "do you mind" is informal and can be used in casual settings, "would you mind" carries a subtle formality, making it more suitable for professional environments. Think of it as the difference between blue jeans and a business suit.
Interesting analogy. Now, is there a scenario where "would you mind" might be too formal for casual occasions?
Certainly, imagine a family barbecue where everyone's relaxed. Inserting "would you mind passing the ketchup" might sound unusually formal, even stiff. The setting often dictates the appropriateness of either expression.
And with social dynamics evolving, especially in multicultural workplaces, could this evolution affect the choice between these expressions?
Absolutely. As workplaces diversify, the need for universally understood forms of politeness in English grows. Adaptability in response to cultural cues becomes key for effective communication.
Now let's focus on responses. Common ones include, "No, I don't mind" for a positive, or "I'm afraid I can't" as a negative. How should novice English learners approach these?
First, understanding intent is crucial. Despite sounding negative, "no, not at all" affirms consent. Practicing these in varied scenarios helps in mastering intent perception.
Surprisingly tricky indeed. But how can learners avoid common pitfalls, especially when a literal understanding leads to misinterpretation?
They can engage in role-playing exercises, often framing situations to react naturally. For example, using situational rotations in a classroom where intent becomes evident is effective.
Would you say there's a cultural component intensifying this confusion?
Definitely, many cultures focus on directness, so grasping English's nuanced politeness requires patience and exposure. A global language, yet familiarization varies significantly.
Encouraging lifelong learning in language, then, seems not just beneficial but necessary.
Indeed, lifelong learning fosters both clarity and fluency, key to dismantling these linguistic peculiarities.
To bring all this theory into practice, Dr. Stevens, how can learners embed their understanding of polite requests in real-world contexts, like the workplace or a public setting?
Role-playing in situational contexts is crucial. Let's take a staff meeting scenario. Asking "would you mind elaborating on that point" is a subtle nudge toward deeper discussion and understanding. An important point. This is where situational drills help. Learners can practice clarifying intent, reshaping responses to precisely communicate their comfort level or availability.
In essence, it's about tuning one's responses flexibly yet accurately, especially in such nuanced languages.
Exactly. Continuous practice in diverse scenarios fosters not just language competence but cultural competence, pivotal for smooth interaction in today's interconnected world.